Welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi 3 running Raspbian Linux, which has to be combined with this PiXtend PLC board, which is not finished yet. There are a few things that I have to check, have to solder. One of the things is that by a mistake I made, this resistor has to also be in a hole here which has some solder in it, so I need to remove it. Other point is right here, a very long connector, jumper connector, that for some weird reason won't fit in the hole. Not unlike, for example, these connectors, and here, all these connectors went in nicely, etc. Another thing is that this one still needs to be nicely done. According to the construction manual, I need some cooling paste, so I have to still trace that. So there are a few things left to do. And after all that, the chips have to be mounted. The Raspberry Pi has to be mounted on top of it. And then with a cable mounted here or here, whatever, and then everything should work. So without any other delay, I will fire up also the VNC server and start soldering as well. So let's see how things hopefully work out. So let's first see about VNC. The viewer has the correct address, but I need to find out still how the other things work. So here I have them. So type VNC server, not VNC server. And this one has to have the correct geometry. This is incorrect for the geometry, this is correct for geometry, but I still have to fire up one of them. So I am making now the decision to make this for one. Then it is 2, and last time I also had the distinct problem that the coloring on the tablet was not nice, so I have to dive into that as well. So I'm firing up a third one. Now I can start this one. Connection is not secure, I know, but I don't mind right now. This is indeed the sand that I selected last time. And let me take the tablet. The Android tablet in this case. And it has the correct address. And let me remove this a little bit to the back side. and then you can see that the coloring is not quite what I like to see. It is bad coloring. If you compare this to what you see on the desktop VNC, on the server 1, then this is not nice to see. Not nice at all. So I will have to decide whether to use it anyway. Alright, apart from that, let me go solder and see, because I want to have it finished. Alright, so now I have the very distinct curiosity that this connector is straight. Nothing wrong with that. The PCB is straight. Nothing wrong with that either. The PCB is flat. Nothing wrong with that. So then why can't I get this connector in, even up to the point where pins are getting stuck out? I had to push them back. And in the meantime I noticed that for some very weird reason one of the connectors here has been damaged. I think I know why, but because of soldering efforts. But on the other hand, that is another thing. But why I can't get this one in is totally beyond me, and without it, that's a big question on how to solve things, how to get it working anyway. On one hand, yes, I should have followed the construction manual, it's not there for nothing, but on the other hand, why doesn't it just work? Anyway, then another riddle, of course. This part, and then I'm talking about this one. They have explicitly told me how to do that, but it's rather complicated. You have to bend pins, you have to use that mounting body and screw. Not easy at all. Anyway, without a next attempt to this connector here, nothing much is going to happen. So with that said, let's focus on the rest, although, well, it's software for the board which need to be presented by the board, etc. Another thing is, I haven't used all the software yet because there's something called CodeSys. CodeSys is a programming environment, language, whatever you call it, for PLC. And you guess what? It's Microsoft only. So I basically have to Do I have Wine on here? No, I still have to install Wine and then download Codesys or transfer Codesys, because I already downloaded it somewhere. And then I'm going to just try it and then see whatever happens. So this is being a mystery to me why this won't work on the PCB, and then if this is not working, I have a very big problem. Alright, so I downloaded it, the Codesys, via the other computer. So I now have to copy it, and I hope this asterisk wildcard will work. Connection refused. That is a nice one. That does mean that I have to start probably the SSH service here. Right. Hopefully that is sufficient. Yes. Password. Password denied. Oh. No such file directory. Aha, okay. So this means that I really have to look for space 35140. 35140. Which means 35140.exe. In small. Like this. And the backslash is because that is how you precede a space. There's a file directory. Then I do it like this. It can't start that one. 35140, right? 314.0 Codesys, yes. So it simply has to be like this. Unless I do a trick, which is also possible. So I'm going here. Codesys has been downloaded like this, and I move it to underscore. So underscore go. Okay, now what's going wrong here? Unless, no, but this should not be possible. Oh wait, what if I do this? should not be needed, but and now it works. Okay, slash too many. And it's rather large. But only then I can find out how and what. The other thing is I had to decide whether to download at 32 bits and or 64 bits. Turns out that this machine, that the Raspberry Pi is an ARM 7, which indicates it's a 32-bit system. And you can't run 64 bits software on a 32-bit system. So after this, it's going to be very curious if this runs at all. And there's yet another thing. This version of Codesys is free. There is a version for Linux as well. However, it's not free. And one thing can be avoided to be and it's expensive. So let me first try to get this thing running. Really? How much memory do I have? You're kidding me. Oh, -n. I have way too little memory available. I didn't expect that. I thought I had way more memory. This means that I can't run Wine on this one. And I'll have to find another way to play with this nice little board. And I do hope that the Codesys works over the network. Then it will be good to work with. But I will assume it does. Anyway, I still have. Okay, so let me remove the Codesys, because that is not going to work out. I can also remove the wine. Although, is that strictly necessary? Well, I can do it anyway in a later stage. Remains the fact that this is still not fixed. And this has to be right here. And this one has to be fixed yet. Including a battery right here. Oops. So, where to go from here? I'm not quite sure. First things first, a connector that's unwilling to be mounted. Will I do so now or later? That's the question. Software has already been an expected disappointment. Let's see. Alright, with the current problems, I am wrapping this for now. Some problems to solve. One problem solved here, so that is a plus. This is a minus here, and this is something to solve somehow. This seems to be another connector that I have overlooked. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. You can donate via PayPal or Wired, and you can become a patron and I have your name mentioned as a supporter. Your name will be mentioned on my website, and depending on the pledge you make, also with my videos. Much more information, including lots of pictures, etc. Under this video. And well, despite the coach's disappointment, for now, things will be solved one way or another. Have a nice day, and bye bye.